you very much, dear Mark, dear journalists. This is already our third meeting with Mark Rutte in his new role as NATO Secretary General, and it fully reflects the level of our relationship between Ukraine and the alliance, between both of us. Yes, thank you so much, Mark. Thank you. Ukraine truly deserves to become the so-called thought NATO member one day, and we must do everything to ensure this happens. That is why the first fundamental point in the victory plan is the invitation to NATO. Ukrainians have shown that we can defend shared values, and we are standing against Russia, the biggest threat to Europe and global peace. In our revolutions, we've proven that we truly value democracy. NATO's rules say that any country that shares common values and can help strengthen and protect others can join the alliance. Right now, inviting Ukraine to join NATO will strengthen us diplomatically and bring us closer to real and, what is very important, fair peace. Being determined is the surest path to peace, and this is a realistic path. Everything Ukrainians have achieved so far seemed impossible not so long ago. Ukraine has withstood Russia's full-scale attack and is defending against the invasion. And we remain united, as does Europe. And we are boosting our defense capabilities, and we are preparing to receive planes from France. Our soldiers hold their front lines with weapons from around the world, from America to Sweden, Turkey, to Canada, and it would be wrong, of course, to leave Ukraine politically outside the alliance when, in practice, Ukraine is already part of NATO. That is why I'm grateful to every leader and every country that supports us. This is entirely fair, and I thank all the defense companies. Of course, Mark mentioned about it. It's so important for partner countries that have already come to war in Ukraine and are producing weapons on our soil or in cooperation with us, with our companies. And I thank everyone helping to rebuild our infrastructure after Russian attacks, especially now before winter, difficult winter. Every leader who praises Ukrainians' resilience is really talking about our partnership. All the countries providing equipment, helping with reconstruction and supporting us with air defense systems. Ukraine, together with our partners, knows how to achieve its goals. And this is what matters most. Now you begin to do it. So we never spoke about that we are preparing to create nuclear weapon or something like this. I said that when Budapest Memorandum was signed by very honorable nuclear, very powerful nuclear countries, there was written that Ukraine gives nuclear weapon, and Ukraine will have from these very respectable countries, including those time Russia, China, United States, included now. Yes, that we will have our secure territorial integrity and sovereignty. That's what I said. And I said, so it meant that we gave nuclear, and these people who've been partners those times, they had to give us security guarantees. And if after that Putin began this occupation, not once, during all this year, during the revolution, during 10 last years, 2 terms during last 10 years, it means that it's not very good umbrella for our security. That's why I said I don't have alternative except NATO. That was my signal. But we don't do nuclear weapons. Please, don't move these messages.
And Ukraine will be in NATO, and until that happens, we will make sure that Ukraine has everything it needs to prevail.
So today we spoke, but I think it was between us. So I said that first of all, I'm happy that our governments on the level of Prime Minister Smigal have some contacts with the Prime Minister Fico. It was my first conversation with Fico and about the so I think we speak. It's good. And about the high price, yes, you asked about the high price. He said that the need over us high price. I said a lot of things to Fico today. I think that we have to hold relations between our countries. I think it's more important to do it so his country is not in war. God bless. And I wish his people peace, not see what does mean and what Putin really, what Putin's face, what Putin really can bring to your country. And that's great that he doesn't feel it. It's good for his people, but he has to support us. Otherwise, he will understand it very well from him, because Putin will never stop. Just if we will not stop him, he will never stop. He likes the process. He's a fan of the war. I gave today the example, very interesting example, when we tried to save our north part and went through their border on Kursk region. You know what the people said to our soldiers? You are NATO. You are Americans. Russian people said to our soldiers. Our soldiers, Ukrainian-speaking guys, but of course they know Russian language, 100%. They begin to answer in Russian language. No, they said in Russian language, no, we're Ukrainians. They said, and Russians, these old people, they say, no, you are NATO. We know, you are NATO. They've been very surprised that we're Ukrainians. So you understand in what disinformation they live. So Putin built such government. He took the rights of his people, and now he's moving to the death young people. That's mean that he will never stop. He likes this world, and he will protect his world. That's why we have to finish, and not finish, yes. Yes, better to finish with him, yes, it's really, but to stop him. Stop him.
Okay, we'll go to any